What up, YouTube? G4 Leader here. Once again, I'm sorry I haven't made videos for a while, for like this week, and I re-uploaded the same video over again. I know it wasn't new, but I had to remake that video and take out all that copywritten shit. I don't know, YouTube told me I can't use the song I was using, so I had to switch the songs, then I had to re-upload it, so I'm sorry I had to do that. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to talk about this shit like the day it happened, but I couldn't because, like I said, I was busy. But let me get down to the beginning of that shit. Okay, so it was me, my brother, my auntie, and her friend and shit. Nigga, we riding to Indiana. We going to Indiana to help her move and shit. And she couldn't do it by herself, so she got the three of us to help her. So we driving from Michigan. To Indiana, and while we driving there, we get pulled over by the cops on the freeway, and they tell us, and we noticed something when we get pulled over too. We noticed that we the only black people in this whole fucking town we in. We noticed we the only black people. The cops pull us over, right? Telling us we speeding when a whole bunch of cars was going faster than us. The speed limit was 80, and they said we was going 95. There was some bullshit like that. So first of all, we like, okay, and then they wanted to say they smelt a hint of weed. What the fuck? So that's how you know they was bullshitting, because we rented the car to drive there. It wasn't nobody else's car. We rented that car. We had just rented that car, just got that car. Yet they said they smelled some weed on us. So they say they gotta search the car. So already, I could already tell it was gonna be a bullshit day. And I just knew it was gonna be bullshit. So they told us to get out the car and told us to move away from the car while they searched it. So it was one cop car, right? Nigga, then two cop cars pull up. Then a cop truck pull up. And then another cop car. So it's about about 4 cop cars in a truck. Just for that one car. I mean, and I'm by this time I'm thinking these white people gonna kill us. We in a hick town, so they might kill us because we black and some shit. Then they brought out a drug sniffing dog. And we still thinking like, what weed do they smell? This car is rented. Nobody smoked no weed. We did not smoke no weed. It's early as fuck in the morning. Ain't nobody smoked no weed or nothing. So real talk, they really just harassing us for no fucking reason at all. They just fucking harassing us. And then one of the cops walked up to us and said, if any of y'all got any narcotics on you or $80,000, so I don't know why they got so specific. They said narcotics or $80,000, our dogs will bite you. And we like, nigga, what the fuck? Your dog will bite us? Nigga, we ain't got shit, So nigga, we thinking to ourselves, what the fuck is going on right now? He threatening us, saying his dog gonna bite us if we got some. I ain't had nothing, shit. And then finally we get patted. They patted us down and searched all of us in the middle of the freeway in freezing fucking weather. We was fucking freezing. And that day I decided to be an asshole and didn't wear a coat. So, we was freezing like a motherfucker out there. And that was like the most rough, worst pat down I ever fucking felt in my life. Like, real talk. This guy digged all in my pockets, touched my penis, nigga, went up my chest. It felt so, it wasn't even called for. And then I had a hat on. This nigga ripped my hat off my head. So disrespectful and shit. And I'm just really trying to figure out what the fuck is going on right now. Like, why is all of this shit necessary? And my brother, he a pack rat, so he carry a whole bunch of random shit in his pocket. They went in his pocket, threw his shit all on the ground. So, like, what the fuck? And they searched that car. I mean, they ripped that car up looking for some weed that was not there, and they searched the fuck out of us. And really, they had this big old cock diesel nigga just holding a gun, waiting for us to try something. Nigga, I don't know what was going on that day, but in that town, they was just tripping. And then finally, when they couldn't find shit, you can tell they got frustrated because they couldn't find a fucking thing on us because we didn't do shit. They got frustrated. He finally let us, after an hour of us standing in the cold, he say, well, I'm still gonna write y'all a speeding ticket. Like, nigga, we wasn't even speeding to begin with. So how you gonna write us a fucking ticket for this shit? Like, we just got straight up harassed, racial profiling. And what make this shit so fucking ironic? This shit was on Martin Luther King Day. This shit was on Monday. This was on Martin Luther King Day. We get racial profiled and harassed by white cops in an all-white town. I mean, it's an experience I don't think I'll ever fucking forget. That shit was just so fucking ridiculous, man. So I mean, right after we got back in the car, the first thing we did was put in the NWA "fuck the police," and we just rode off, you know. And when the cops rolled up, nigga, I don't think we had to say it was Happy MLK Day. That's the only thing we had to say. And the cop would get frustrated because he couldn't find nothing on us. Man, I'm getting tired of that shit, though. That shit was so fucked up, like, and blatant. It was. I mean, I've been harassed by the cops before, but not so blatant like that, you know, as to get pulled over and have 5 cop cars roll up on us. Like, really? And the police dogs? Niggas was tripping. Like, they was for real tripping. But I wanted to talk about that shit the day it happened, but I had shit to do. Because, you know, I had to help her move and shit, so. But yeah, I had to tell y'all about that shit, because that shit was a crazy fucking day. Long story short, though, we helped her move, you know, so. That was so we did help her, so. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that story up, because straight up bullshit.